Well, the definition of a desert is quite clear. It's a place that gets less than 10 inches of rain a year.
10 inches of rain? Why, that number is small.
In fact, there are some deserts that don't get any rain at all. The deserts of the earth cover 20%, with a desert existing on every continent. The largest in the world is in
Antarctica.
The Sahara is the second largest in
Africa.
There are 4 types of deserts: the hot and the cold, the semi-arid and the coastal are the 4 that I've been told. The hot desert's temperature from night to day changes, like 100 to 40 degrees, it's what his daily range is. The cold desert's temperature is really not great, with an average temperature of -28. With conditions so wacky, how does life thrive? Well, there are some plants and animals that do stay alive. Some plants that live in the desert are these: beryl, cacti, prickly pear, and Joshua trees. Aloe, yucca, and the desert spoon. Now let's talk about some animals that live there too. The herbivores include the fat sand rat, desert lark, the gopher, and the addax. Fox, lizard, coyote are the carnivores. Gila monster, great jerboa are the omnivores. A typical desert food chain would have the bud sage, the producer, eaten by the quail, the primary consumer, which is then eaten by the coyote, a secondary consumer. Another food chain would have the desert lily, the producer, eaten by the Jerusalem cricket, the primary consumer, which is then eaten by the whiptail lizard, the secondary consumer, and finally eaten by the speckled rattlesnake, a third-level consumer.
Aren't food chains wonderful?
Yeah! What do these plants do to stay alive? Well, they have to adapt, just like the cacti, who store excess water in its stems and roots, while other plants store water in leaves and fruits. They're called succulents, and that's one way to be. Other plants make sure their leaves are waxy. This prevents water loss throughout the day by stopping water from evaporating away. Other plants make sure their leaves are small, so they aren't affected by transpiration at all. The animals in deserts adapt without fail, like the Gila monster who holds water in its tail. Most animals just stay in the shade by digging underground or sleeping during the day. Some animals get the water they need by sucking all the moisture from the food they eat. The water-holding frog spends a year in a cocoon and only comes out once in a blue moon. The jackrabbit's big ears let it relieve heat, while the camel stores water in its hump when it eats. There are few decomposers in this area, like the dung beetle, fungi, and bacteria. This is the desert, once and for all. I'm
Cowboy C,
saying peace out, y'all.